Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to FortressCraft Evolved. This is a special one. Some of you are going to be watching this on YouTube, and you're going to be watching a YouTube video. Some of you are watching this on YouTube, and you're going to be watching it live. And so I've just decided I'm going to stream the creation of this episode. So if you're here with me live, great. If you're not, or you didn't know this was happening, hit that subscribe button. Scroll down just a little bit. Hit it. Be a part of the next one. I'd love to see you. So with that out of the way, let's get into this video. So last time we got set up for Frozen Factory stuff, right? And specifically infrastructure for Frozen Factory. Now, I would be lying if I said I let a lot of stuff build up. I didn't. So we're going to need to do that. Let's grab some power boosters. It's been really nice having just a ton of these. All right, so what are we doing over here? Now, I assume this thing's just been going. Any output? Literally nothing yet. It looks like it's got the power. It just is taking so much to heat up. Do I increase the infrastructure for something temporary and then just have more to tear down? Because that's what's going on here, you know? I mean, this guy's just going. All 1800 power per second. And then we're getting the 11, almost 1100. And that's much lower. I think because the power's coming out of that battery the slowest. I could do something like this. Oh god, it's so gross. You know, and really like siphon power out of there. Just so that kicks on more. Can we? Yeah, we can reset. Okay. There we go. So once we reset the stats, we can see how much it's given out. So this is, again, just the waiting game, it seems like. It still has to get up quite high. It's so interesting how this doesn't kind of start kicking on until we get down here. I think that's why I need the dedicated power setup down here. And I guess now's as good a time as any. This is going to be the shaft reserved for bringing up the ores, or at least this general area. So I would want the power. God, maybe I'll do it right here. What is above here? Oh. Well, that's less than ideal. Oh, let me decipher what we got going on here. Okay, those are the quarries. That's the belt lines. They go to a bunch of matter movers. Oh, these are all the generators. Or the turbines. Okay, and there's our smelters. Okay. If I go over here, right? Because we got to think about a few things. Number one, smelting. Where are we smelting? If our stuff is coming up there, we're going to have to pipe it somewhere. So, and we also want that to get power, right? So maybe somewhere in this. Where is this? This is like negative 30. Let's say just like negative 30, negative 30. Let's see what that looks like on the surface. Okay, negative 30, negative 30. Would be literally right in here. Which I think is perfect. Right? Because, I mean, we just move this. Which is, you know, that's literally a whatever. So if we have it come up right here. Let's see. 30 right here. Oh no. Okay, that's not what we want. Because we don't want to interfere with all this. But that's good to know. Okay, so the C5 is like somewhere over here. And where we're drilling is like somewhere over here. So I guess we actually do have some space over here. All right, so if I wanted to process those ores, the tier 3 ores, tier 4 ores, whatever we're going to call them, if I bring them up more this way, then it's not a problem, right? Like if I want to integrate them into the factory doesn't start to here. Okay, so that's fine. So I could totally use this area right here. And I think this might be the key. Let's do negative 70, 35. Right? Negative 70, 35. Okay, let's go down. Negative 70, 35. You guys need to remember that. Let's go down and see where that is. Negative 70. Oh, you're negative Z. 35 is right here. I think that's okay. We'll make it drop none, clear everything, right? And we want this to go up 250. And yeah, that'll clear everything. And then so what we can do from here, because this is just how to get the fuel canisters up and down. That's what this lift is going to be dedicated for. We can still put our power like right in here, right in this area. And that's going to be the first, I guess the temporary first line of power. And then we'll have the permanent second line geothermal, right? Oh, let me pick that up. Okay. So then now we're going to get our empties up and our fulls down. What is... Oh, it's this. Oh, God, I didn't... There we go. Now it'll work a little bit faster. So this means that we're going to need to make sure that once we get up, in fact, on the surface, we're going to need to get that all ready. Maybe we'll just let this finish so I can kind of get this infrastructure out of here. It's almost done, 50%. Now we should have the holes somewhere over here, I would imagine. Okay. So I think they're right here. In fact, I know they're right here. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. So that's easy. Now, what we can do is, well, what we need to do is somehow get a line going back to the refinery. So there's a couple things that we have to... Oh, man. So logistically, this is going to be interesting. Let me go see what level everything is on over there in terms of elevation, because we have this lower level right here, right? So this is about -9. Down here, we're at about -16. So the question is, do I even bring the lifts up higher than -16? I don't see why I need to. They'll need power, sure, but that's kind of trivial. The question, though, is how do I get... I'm going to have... See, I got a couple different lines here, right? I've got this one powering all the smelting. This one is powering the other quarry, like the big quarry. How's this doing? Still not there yet. We're getting close, though. All right, so let's think here. We have this. Do I have... There you go. We have these holes. Where about is... Okay, so -16 is like barely under where we are. Is there an easy way to route back to our refineries? And I'm thinking no. I'm thinking I either have to dig or I have to go around existing infrastructure. But maybe it's worth it to dig. Right? Maybe. Let's see. Where's... What is this height? This is -16. Alright, so what I'm going to do... I think if I just do a... Okay. So we'll have, if this is, that's 1. That would be 2, but I'm going to have it go right there. In, out. Or something like that. We'll see. We'll see. Which means I can do... so if this is ground level, we got 1, 2, 3. So I can start doing the controllers right there. And you can see how that's the middle of one lift, that's the middle of another lift. But it doesn't really matter, I guess. It's going to be a little offset just because you can't there's no center of an even length object, right? So with that in mind, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. I'm going to throw that on there. All right, so literally there's the refineries. What if I just go this way? Let's take a little gander. So this is fine. This is no problem, right? Because, let's see, this is X238. Are you serious? It's literally the midline is this belt right here. Okay. So that's actually fine. So maybe I'll do full on the left, empties on the right, because I can literally just come up anywhere, poke a hole, and just hit that. You know what I mean? So this is where they need to start beaming, I guess. And this is going to get a little intensive in terms of materials. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to replace on my hotbar with these, because we're going to have to, you know how we had to go around corners kind of weird over there? Same thing here. Or do I want to, oh, you know what? What if I just take the power from there? Right? We've got power, right? So then what I have to do then is hit something. So then that'll hit there. Boom, go that way. I need a matter mover right there. How am I going to do this? Am I really going to have to do something like that? Ugh, not my favorite, but I might have to. And then I think, yes, precisely. That will go there. And that will go there. All right, so we can get rid of that. We can get rid of that. We can get rid of that. This will take a little bit of time to trickle all the way down to the end. And with that, let's go check on the rack rails. And again, this will get redone. This monstrosity. So now let's reimagine here. I think what we're going to have to do, and even then, man, let me think. We're going to need probably 5,000 power per second. So probably 4 turbines. So then what we're going to do is we're going to do something like this. I think you can, I think the back face, right? Like I think that gets power, right? Yeah. Okay, good. So then what I'm going to do, something like this. I know that these can get enough fuel, so I don't need to touch that. So we'll do that. Then what we're going to do, we're going to put some glass, like right here. And then that will go there, and that goes there. Now that'll be getting, that should be getting the maximum amount of power possible. Right? Like, I'm not crazy for thinking that. And then this part's easy. We just do remove only, add only. And then we just rebuild the little split mechanism. Honestly, we're just getting way more compact and efficient. That's what I like to think. Moment of truth. We should. Yeah, that is the story. Okay, 15, 18. Okay, so I think this solves everything. All right, well, that makes me happy. But we're only going to be able to get a couple hundred of these, right? So let's make that, let's remember to make that remove only. We'll do the addition, or the output one here. Here, we're going to output to there. What is gravity? You know, gravity is just a construct. Does this tell me temperatures and stuff? Oh, nice. So, okay, 5120 that still seems like not everything. Are all the turbines spooled up? I mean, it's for sure draining that battery. Both of these batteries. Well, actually, I guess it's just draining this one. Well, it's trying to drain this one. But I think we fulfilled the power requirement. I think it can't draw more than 5120, right? I mean, it's pinged out at that. Fulls, empties. Let's set up the power, right? Because we're going to be eventually pulling up. Or right there. Power, I'm thinking right in this general area. I got to think, though. I got to think strategically. Well, I guess it's not a big deal because where I put these, because it's all going to maybe get taken out when I get geothermal. But I'm thinking magma bore in this general area, right? This area is going to be magma bore, so I got to remember that. Should I put a sign down? Yeah, maybe I'll put a sign down. Magma bore here. Don't. Whoop. Don't forget. There we go. Surely that will remind me. There's no way I forget that. So then I think what I'll do is I'll have power run this way. Yeah, let's try that. Let's go up a little. Maybe 5. Let's see, 1, 2. Let's do 5 in between. How do we feel about that? How do we feel about that spacing? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I can fit a turbine there with some overlap on each side. Or maybe I start it there. Or maybe I come out one. Maybe I make it like that. Oh, wait. No, actually, okay. Yeah, that could be okay. Yeah, maybe I do that because I want a little bit of logistics room on the back side. I guess I don't need to leave. What is going on here? I guess I don't need to leave a gap between them, huh? Like, leave a gap between those two. And then do that. And then... So something like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. That gives me enough space to do everything, I guess. I'm very excited to start getting to conduits, though. Conduits are some of my favorite things in this game. Not only are they super useful, I think they look cool. And part of the inspiration for this whole season was me thinking about having a factory with almost powered by nothing but conduits and laser energy transmitters and matter movers everywhere. I mean, I don't know how close we'll get to that vision, but we're at least trying, you know? Nice. All right. So now that we have these, I almost need to like designate a pair. So if we are going to, I like signs. I like the sign idea today. So if we are going to dedicate that, that's C5. So C5 power. And then also digging. Actually, you know what? we're pretty much done digging. So that's dedicated for the C5. I'm thinking this pair and this pair. Actually, I don't even know if I need both. Let's do this. This far right pair. This will be... we're going to need the lifts to get the chrome and moly up. But I don't know if they need... Well, I guess one pair is probably enough for both of them, huh? One pair of turbines for chrome and moly, both logistically moving with the lifts, but also mining. I think one pair should be enough, right? So we'll do chrome / moly. And that'll encompass everything. So the next thing we're going to need to do, I'm probably not going to do that today because it's just kind of a lot, is get this set up. But we're going to need to start digging this shaft down here. Because that power is going... This is C5 power. Okay, so that's what that is. This is almost like the teleporter power, realistically. So we'll need to dig those holes. I may even just refine all that stuff right here. So this will be smelting. And this will be particle filtration. What do we think about that? I don't know if that's going to be enough. Because there's one key thing that I didn't put on there. And that's defense, right? So I can either put on a 5th set, maybe. Although I could probably use some of this for defense. Because if this is just... Right now it's just powering the C5 and the teleporter down for the chrome and moly. I mean, we've got tendrils going out. But what are they doing? You know? Like, what is this? There's nothing in there. So we can just get rid of this like whole box. I think it's so funny too that I've got all of this done and I haven't even taken out a single overmind yet. I did bump up the power collection, or I guess generation, on the what is that called? The orbital transmitter, the OET. From 1 solar panel to 4. So we got 4 solar panels. I'm almost tempted to stop charging that thing because I almost want to power it with geothermal. And luckily I've built, there's like a big enough space under it that I could just do like a Mark V. So just do a Mark V under it with a couple of Mark IVs and then have them all be geothermal powered, right? And so just do it that way. Oh, looks like there's a digger over there. I don't really have like a rhyme or a reason why I want to do that, but I just think because it's never, not that it's never been done, but I've never done it. Oh my god, what is this? Who's in charge of this place, man? I've been debating on whether or not I'm going to do the ceiling as well. Because if I turn on my light, you can see all that, right? And I've filled it in a little bit. But the question becomes, like, is this necessary? You know? There's quite a few holes in the ceiling, although not as much over here, but there's still some sizable ones, you know. I guess maybe if I have some time to kill, maybe that'll be something I do on another stream, because I don't think I'm gonna do that today. In fact, I'm probably gonna call it a stream here fairly soon. Let's see, like, your power should be good now. Like, you should not be carrying anymore. That is all good. It's nice to see that out of all the projects that I've completed today, I've only used like 100 pipes. So that's nice. All right, what do we got? What do we got? Nice. 31. What is this? 31 moly, 36 chrome. So yeah, I think I'm gonna call it an episode here. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. The live stream audience, you guys are great. Those of you that are watching on YouTube, if you want to come and hang out live, just make sure you have notifications on. I'll try to tweet. I'm really bad at tweeting. I'll try to tweet out more, or X more, whatever we're calling it these days, right? I'll try to do that more, just to kind of give more of like a heads up that I'm doing this. But so anyway, with that out of the way, thank you all so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.